Okay.
Hi everybody. This is going to be a preemptive to our hike that we took yesterday because we thought it was important to tell you about some of the things that we take with us hiking and some of the equipment that we use. Today is kind of a yucky day. It looks like it's snowing in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's cold outside. We're doing laundry. That's always fun. So one of the first pieces of equipment you want to choose are your hiking boots or shoes. Okay. Now there's a lot of different brands and every single person is going to tell you that their brand that they use is their favorite. You're the one that has to go try them out. So literally go try them out. Okay. I've got a pair of Merrells that are not high up on my ankles. They're not my favorite and my feet actually start to hurt after a few miles. These Columbias I absolutely love. And I like the ankle support because we walk on a lot of rocks and roots and stuff. And it's easy as you get older to trip and twist your ankle. So I really like these Columbias. I wear a pair of higher like knee-high socks with them. And I use hiking pants that I can slip my phone into the side because I use my phone for taping a lot of the hikes that we do. We still haven't figured out our GoPro or our Insta360. Someday we will. The next thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have the right apparel that you're wearing, of course. And it's always a good idea to dress in layers, especially at this time of year. It's fall here in Colorado. So dress in layers. T-shirt, maybe a turtleneck, because if you start out early in the morning, it's in the 30s. But as you get towards the afternoon, you're now in the 60s and it's going to be pretty hot. So you want thin layers so that you can tuck them in your backpack. You don't want 40 pounds of apparel in your backpack. My favorite jacket is this Columbia, lightweight. Is this down, honey?
Yep.
This is a down jacket. And this thing just folds up into a teeny tiny little ball that I can shove into my backpack. But a lot of times I'll actually just use the arms and I'll tie it to the straps on my backpack. So you want something thin and warm that you can take off and either just stuff in a tiny wad into your backpack or you can tie it onto it. Okay. Rocky and I both use Osprey Backpacks for hiking. They have the camel water holders, dispensers, reservoirs in them. That's my favorite way because then as you're hiking and you stop and take a break, you don't have to drag a bottle out of your backpack. You can just use your nozzle and you just drink out of it as you go. And it fits about 2 liters in this camel that I have. Then for this backpack, we like it because it has a metal frame. So it's nice and stiff on your back. And it's got these 2 straps that you're going to want to use. Don't ignore them. They actually work pretty good. And it keeps it in place. So you're not getting any chafing or anything as you're hiking. You can see I've got a bunch of stuff hanging from mine, but that's just me. They're comfortable. We've hiked literally for 13 miles with these on, I think. Was the longest one so far.
Show the back of it.
And it has this nice mesh in the back so that the airflow is going through. And then the straps, of course. And it's got other like little doodads on it that you can hang things from. I tuck my camel nozzle in there so it's not going back and forth as I'm hiking. These are really nice. This is the Osprey. Let's see. We have 2 different pockets. So in the Osprey, there's a small pocket that you want your easily accessible things that you're going to need. So we have our toilet paper and our Ziplocs in there for obvious reasons. We have our dog's pills in there because sometimes we end up being out a lot longer and he has to have a thyroid pill every 12 hours. We have our life straw. So a life straw is a filter that will filter out 99% of the impurities, including Giardia, in water. So if you're out there and you ran out of water, which it can happen, it's happened to us already, even though we seem to be prepared pretty well. You use this right in a stream or right in a waterfall or whatever collection thing you can use, and you can feel safe with using one of these life straws. So we have one of those just in case. We have Tums for heartburn. We get heartburn a lot. I decided to bring along one of the emergency thermal blankets, especially in the Rockies. Well, this goes for any mountainous area. You can have weather that moves in that was not expected. So you don't want to be caught off guard. And the thermal blanket would technically keep Rocky and I warm and protect it against the elements if we needed to hunker down for a while the storm works its way out. So I have one of those. I have some baby aspirin just in case one of us ends up having a heart issue. And I have a lighter, and I will tell you why in just a second. And I have a rock because I like rocks. And my chapstick. If you've never traveled out west, it is very dry out here. So you want to remain hydrated. Drink as much water as you can. Drink your Gatorade, water. If your lips are chapped like mine are right now, it means you're not hydrated. But I take my chapstick with me. So that's in my little pocket that's easily accessible with the stuff that I'm going to use the most. Now, a lot of this stuff is precautionary. We've learned about this over time. And it's just being extra careful because we hike out in the wilderness. And the wilderness is truly, it could literally take hours and hours and hours for someone to come and rescue you. Okay, so we feel like we should be prepared. So we take our dehydrated meals with us, just one, because we figure we're not going to be that far out. That's enough for 2 people for a meal. We have our little jet boil. So this is the little stove that's all self-contained right here. It takes, I believe, 1.5 minutes for a cup of water to boil, and that's how you can hydrate your meal. More toilet paper. I've got a Splint, and I'm carrying the Splint because of where we hike. So if one of us falls and twists our ankle or whatever, we've got a Splint to be able to take care of that issue. I've got our little spoon. Of course, for our meals is in my backpack. I carry, Rocky's got a can too. We've got oxygen. We've been hiking between 8 and 12,000 feet, and I did have to use this on one of our more strenuous hikes about a week ago. So it's lightweight, so it's not adding a lot of weight to your backpack. Here is the gas can for the jet boil. And then that's why we have that lighter. We both carry some protein bars with us, and we've even used those to give the dog his medication. And then I have an inline filter that I bought for my Camel. So if we end up out of water, need a lot more, I can actually put this right in line in my Camel, and I can filter it as I drink it out of that. So I've got that in there too. I think that might be it for me. Rocky, can you think of any other equipment people would need? Oh, sunscreen. Use your sunscreen before you go, especially if you're hiking up where the snow is and stuff. And it sounds kind of silly, but you're closer to the sun up there, so use your sunscreen.
Sticks.
Oh, the hiking sticks. So Rocky and I had some, I don't even know what brand they were. Were they a brand name?
No.
They were hiking
Fleet Farm Specials.
Yeah, Fleet Farm Specials that we used for snowshoeing. Those were okay for snowshoeing. They are not okay for hiking. And the reason is that you want something small that you can shove into your backpack or into the loops on your backpack so you've got them with you all the time, or into a small area in your truck, for example. So these pop out like this, and then they can go to varying lengths because depending upon if you're hiking down or up, hill, mountain, you're going to want them at different heights. So these...
Side hill?
Or side hill. You're going to want them at different heights. So these happen to be the Black Diamonds. There are other brands out there that work just as good. So they break down just like this. They've got the baskets for the bottom if you want that. And they've also got some rubber tips you can buy separately. I like my rubber tips, but we were hiking somewhere. Oh yeah, we were on Butler's Gulch in the Arapahoe National Forest. I apologize for that. and it was very muddy there. So I took the rubber tips off, and these little guys really caught in the ice and the mud really well. So you're going to want those different options. And with the black diamonds, they are adjustable as far as the straps are concerned. So you can pull them real short for people like me with little hands, or you can make them really long for somebody like Rocky. And when you're hiking, you're not going to be putting your hand like on the top, because you'll end up with blisters and your hands are going to hurt. So you're actually going to use your strap as you're hiking. I'm going to pull it up here where mine is. And you're going to kind of let it loose as you're hiking, kind of like that. And the strap will hold it in your hand. Even if you're a young person, we're in our 60s, but if you're a young person, you're in their 20s or your 30s or your 40s, you're going to love these. Use them. They say that it saves up to 15% of your energy. And these are great for like taking really tall steps down off of rocks or getting up over rocks. Take your hiking sticks. You will not be sorry.
And when it's slippery, it keeps you from falling.
Yep. So they're also good to tap your dog on the hinder and say, get moving. Not hit, just a little love tap. They get distracted really easy. That's basically the equipment that we take with us when we go hiking. We look at the weather before we go and try to assess how it's going to be and dress appropriately. And I think that's about it. So watch our video. This is a hike we've taken many times before, but this time we come up on a moose. So you'll be able to see that moose in the video. And this is Monarch Lake. And this is just outside of Rocky Mountain National Park. And you're able to take your dogs with you, which is why we like that hike a lot. So thanks. And thanks for watching. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Older.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So what are we going to do for your birthday? What have we done already for your birthday today?
Had breakfast.
Yeah. And now what are we going to do?
We're going to go for a walk.
We're going to go for a hike?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where my stinking backpack is.
Underneath the cooler where it belongs?
Oh.
Oh, hate it when things are where they belong. So, gonna think I'm weird, but I don't care. Who's not weird? Everybody's weird. So this is what yeah, right. This is what I did with my time when it was raining in the rig. I mean, not raining in the rig. When it was raining and we were stuck in the rig. I put together Winnie the Pooh, because I am a Winnie the Pooh fan, and his treehouse. It was a lot of fun. And here's the back of it. So he's got his little bed in his little kitchen and a little wood stove with the pipe out the top. Yeah, I'm a Lego fan. I actually have a lot of kits. And I actually have one more that I haven't put together back in the rig that I saved for rainy days. So this was a lot of fun. So here we are again at Monarch Lake. You can see there's snow up at the higher elevation. We were going to go back to Crater Lake today, but
Supposed to rain.
it's supposed to rain and we really don't want to be caught out in the rain. We have enough junk packed in our backpacks to then take along our raincoats and stuff.
I got mine.
So we'll do it. We'll do Crater Lake when we know it's not going to be wet outside. So this is what we're doing for Rocky's birthday, and he gets to pick up dog poop. Yay! No, Rocky, you're not in the pocket. We just came up on a moose. You can just barely see her. I'll try and get her. But I don't want to piss her off either. She's right there. See her? Wow. Awesome. So cool. Okay. I know it's going to be herky-jerky,
Give me your sticks.
but this is actually a little bull. It's not a cow. And I'm going to try to intercept him up here as he comes across the trail. There he is. How cool is that? Freaking awesome. Make your noise, Rocky. He's not going to turn around. Oh, the glare on this phone.
Just a baby.
He's just a little one.
Look at how thin he is.
He needs to eat a sandwich. Oh, awesome. He is following the trail. So Rocky's behind me with the dogs. I'm kind of hoping he goes off the trail soon. Isn't he cute? Hello, baby.